Okay, Lawrence, listen, I said, first of all, that she handled herself well. Was she a success? Was she effective? Was she prepared? Those are questions we can talk about and we can probably agree on. But I'll tell you, Pat Buchanan, when you think about the situation she was put in and how she was handled by the campaign, I'm just saying, dirty pool, this whole thing seems incredibly unfair at this point, and I still think she'll come out on top.
I agree with you 100%. Let me say first, she was picked at the very end of the Democratic Convention on a Friday. It was a startling development, and 4 or 5 days later on a Wednesday night, she delivered that address. McCain was about 8 or 10 points behind when Obama delivered his address. Within 2 weeks, he was about 2 or 3, 4 points ahead. She put him back into the game. She was a sensation. And that period then, in mid-September, was when the thing crashed. Now, she had a terrible interview with Katie Couric. Undeniably, her numbers went down. But I think, had it not been for the crash, McCain and Palin might well have won this election. Her future, let's talk about that. I mean, Lawrence and others are obsessed with her. There's no doubt about it. But when she goes, if she
That's
runs,
certainly true. I will confess to that. That's absolutely true.
If she runs in 2012, she will have to show, if she runs for a year, that she does have knowledge and information on issues in all those debates, or she won't do well. There's no doubt about it. But the fact that Lawrence and these other folks are going wild on her now makes her ever more loved by the Republican right wing.
You're a good man, Lawrence. Richard Wolff, jump in. Are you ready for your assignment covering the special election for Newsweek in Wasilla, Alaska?
I'm such a natural in Alaska. Look, you know, the interesting thing, and look, there are a lot of political reporters who are licking their chops at the idea of a Palin campaign. The interesting thing is the exposure that you get. You know, you can be catapulted into that vice presidential campaign. You have that all apparatus around you. The money is there. The travel, everything is done for you. And she didn't perform up to standard. I mean, there was no way people thought she was qualified to be a heartbeat away from the presidency.
Yeah.
When you're exposed on your own and you're running your own machine, then, as Pat suggests, either she is going to prove that she can do it or she cannot. And frankly, if she had run in the Republican primaries this time around, she would never have made it to Iowa.
Okay,
So,
Lawrence?
let's see if she can prepare herself.
Lawrence, I'm calling you on the carpet. Hold on, Lawrence O'Donnell, question for you. Even if she is an intellectual disappointment, even if she did fail the Katie Couric interview, even if she is proved to be by these campaign aides who seem very sore and angry to be a joke, do you still think, because of her technical ability and because of what she's been through, she could win that special election and become a senator for the state of Alaska and head to Washington?
Oh, anybody with a 65% approval rating in Alaska can definitely win a statewide race in Alaska, and that is what she should do in terms of developing her skills as a politician. She would be able to go into the Senate. She'd be able to learn these things slowly over a reasonable period of time, be able to speak in a couple of years in a pretty convincing way about international affairs and that sort of thing. But, you know, I just love that we can sit here and have Pat Buchanan celebrate the notion that we could have a vice president who cannot name you the countries of North America, and that he thinks that's a great thing for this country.
Pat, there's still hope.
Listen, this is an extremely intelligent... What other woman in America or man could have been dropped into that speech and then that
you
debate?
Could have found any waitress in Wasilla could tell you what countries of North America, what the countries of North America are.
How did she handle Joe Biden in the debate then, which 70 million
people lost it.
watched?
Look at the polls, Pat. She got killed in the debate.
All 3 debates. He lost all 3 debates, and she did fine.
That's right. You start to check the polls, Pat. It's not just your opinion. She lost everything. She came close. She was a joke all the way through. This is not news.
Tell me, Lawrence, what did the country fall in love with from August 29th to September 12th, when she was fresh before people like you got their claws out and got them into her?
Pat, people like you...
What caused McCain to go up 15 points? What caused McCain to go up 15 points? You name it.
People who...
From first 2 weeks of September, he went up 10, 15 points. What caused him to go up?
He was not 15 points. He was never 15 points ahead of Obama. Okay, that never happened. You're making up numbers now, Pat. Look, you come from a party that celebrates ignorance. You're not allowed to even think about evolution in your party. If you're not allowed to think about evolution, that kind of ignorance is going to trickle down.
You know what?
No,
God, I hate to end
believe
this.
in evolution, Pat? Do you believe in evolution,
Do I believe
Pat?
in evolution? I believe that God created heaven and earth. God created heaven and earth. If you believe, do you believe you're descended from a monkey? I would understand it.
Here we go.
Can I go to Alaska now?
I am.
He's got a trip to Alaska.
Richard Wolf's on his way. I'm on my way. Pat, it's not over. Lawrence, you're quite a guy to show up on the show today. I appreciate it. I really do. And I just love hearing you two fight over Sarah Palin. And I got to tell you, I think she's loving it, too. She's coming back, Pat. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
I appreciate it.